everyone, and happy Sunday night. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend and you unplugged for a little bit, got outside and enjoyed the beautiful weather before the inevitable fall and winter weather comes. I hope you are all feeling good. I know that we have a mixed bag of students right now taking virtual school, e-learning, and it's all a huge adjustment. I've had a lot of students come into this course last week as well. So it's a lot of adjusting for all of us, but I hope by now, week 3, we're all settling into the routine of this new world that we are going through in education. By now, you guys would have completed the 2 journal entries, the 1 discussion post, which has already been marked for you guys, so you'd be able to see and access that mark, as well as you've navigated how we do lessons in this class, making sure that you're taking notes on all of the lesson content so that you have that readily available for you when it comes time to doing your studying for your tests and quizzes. And we've done 10 participation activities. The first 2 weeks of the course, there was a participation activity every single day, and that's because attendance is taken every single day. From here on in, moving forward, there's only 1 participation activity every week. So that means you only have to complete 1 participation activity for your attendance check, and you can do that at any point this week. I'll be checking the completion of that Monday mornings at 8 a.m., so next Monday at 8 a.m., okay? So that's important that you recognize that that's a difference for this week as it compares to last week. See, the idea with e-learning, it's semestered versus virtual school, it's quadmestered right now, and there's synchronous learning. With e-learning, it's a lot more flexible. Really, it's designed, I give you all of the content on a Sunday at 8, and you can really complete that content now anytime you want this week, making sure that you are submitting the work on time. And typically, all the deadlines are the following Monday at 8 a.m. So if you're given work this week, then all of the work is due Monday at 8 a.m. for the following week, okay? So I try to design it that way so there's consistency because I know it can be confusing with your other courses, okay? As always, if you have questions or clarification needed, just send me an email, okay? All right, so this week we are getting into our first official project of the course. So I've held off on this because the first 2 weeks are a lot of adjusting, but now that we're kind of settled in, you're going to have your very first project. And the first project is weighted significantly more than anything else you would do in the class. So my advice to you is to really put maximum effort into this because it's really going to be the first chance I get to feel, to really see what you're capable of as a student. And I've designed it so that it's multidisciplinary, meaning that you can showcase your talents in multiple different ways. All right. So after you read the preamble here, you'll see that the project has been linked in to our weekly breakdown. But if you go over to Dropbox, you'll see that the Dropbox is also, the assignment has also been posted in our Dropbox as well. So you can access all the information for the assignment there. Okay, so the assignment is, and my Dropbox looks different from yours because it's the teacher view. So assignment number 4, you as a leader communication project. Okay. So when you go into the project, I want you guys to note that there is this video file here for you that's attached to the assignment. So you'll see this here, attachments, this HTML. This is a video of me actually explaining the project. So definitely listen to that and refer back to that. But I'm going to spend a couple minutes now just quickly going through the expectations of the assignment as well. Okay, so this is a communications assignment. Oh, it's not linking the way that I want it to, so I'll open it this way. So this is a communications assignment. The idea here is that we're going to be trying to bridge the gap that exists in a virtual space between you on one screen and me on the other. The whole objective of this project is really to brand the best image of yourself as possible and do that through communicating via a screen. The world is becoming more and more virtual, especially in COVID world. So we have to learn how to effectively communicate so that we can get our message and our best image across. Right? So there are 3 components to this project. There's the infographic, part A. So this is basically a visual representation of who you are. I strongly recommend that you use templates available to you in Canva. Canva is a free source for graphic design that you can utilize. And if you haven't used it before, it's just a really great tool for all educational purposes. And they have templates that you can use for infographics, among many other different types of things that you would produce for school. And in your infographic, I want you to include a photo of yourself as well as information on the aforementioned. So name, age, grade, strengths, what doesn't work, quote, vision statement, what works for me, what I'm working on. You can read, so I'll let you do that. You don't have to include every single piece of information that I've asked for you, but I just really want it to reflect who you are. So when I'm looking at it, I get a sense of who is the student, okay? So really think about the design aspects of it as well. Choose a font that represents your personality. Choose colors that represent who you are. Like, are you really bright and extroverted? You might be choosing colors like orange or whatever your favorite colors might be, okay? So just thinking about that and how you design it. The second part is a professional email sent between you and myself. So you're gonna send me an email and you're gonna tell me in this email why you took this course, one thing that you've liked so far about our e-learning course, and then one thing that you feel is challenging you right now as we navigate this COVID world, okay? So you're gonna send me that in an email. So I've had students, why are you doing that? Again, to bridge the gap between us, to open the lines of communication, and for you to practice effective email, communication, right? And then the second or the third part C, is your life in picture. So in this case, I'm going to ask that you get away from the screen and you go out and you provide or produce content in real time. You're responsible for taking at least 5 real-time photos of you, of what you think best reflects you in your life right now. They don't have to be of you, okay? They can be like, if you work at McDonald's, you take a picture of like where you work at McDonald's, okay? Or if you like going for a run in the morning before school, maybe you take a picture of the sunrise on your morning run. So these are real-time snapshots into your life at this moment in time, okay? I want you to compile these pictures in either like a Google Doc or a Google Drawing or a Google slide deck, whatever. And then I want you to explain these pictures to me, okay? Now, you can choose to explain them by writing if you want to, but I'm gonna challenge you and I'm gonna ask that you do something, an explanation over, a voiceover or a video, like what I'm doing right now, okay? Because we are in a virtual world and you do have to get comfortable using, virtual video and audio technology to practice communication, okay? So while I am giving you the option, I really, really suggest that you do try to produce a video or an audio clip of you explaining your images. Okay, so there's a really fantastic free tool. It's an extension to Google Chrome called Screencastify, and it's what I'm using right now. You download it through the Chrome tab, and it allows you to create a video like this, where you have your slide deck open and there's a video of you explaining things. Or you can actually just close out the video of you if you're more comfortable and just do an audio, a voiceover. So I suggest you try and play with that a little bit for this assignment. It'd be really important to me for you to try. And I can answer any questions about that as well if you have questions. There's other ways that you can do voiceovers and videos as well, so whatever makes you feel most comfortable. All right, so that's the assignment. So you've got 3 parts: the infographic, the email, and the visuals with the explanation of what these visuals represent or the pictures represent. That's due on Monday at 8 a.m. Okay, so next Monday at 8 a.m. it's due. All right, so you have this week, I don't know why this is not going away, this whole thing here, but whatever. It's auto formatting my video now, is getting all messed up, but that's okay. So in the actual weekly breakdown, maybe if I repopulate it, you've got a work period on Tuesday and you have a work period on Wednesday to complete this project. So for any project I would do in a regular classroom, I would give work periods, right? So this project, in my mind, should take you about 4 hours to complete it. So I've accommodated that in our weekly schedule, okay? So you've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to complete this assignment. And then on Thursday, you've got a lesson on the different types of management. Okay, there are different videos in this particular slide deck to watch. Make sure that you watch them and take notes on these videos, because you could see these videos come up on your quiz or unit test. Okay? So read the articles, and then you have an upcoming quiz, not next week, but the week after. So again, just make sure that you're continuously taking notes on these lessons. Okay, and there's another note here too that you can add to your notes for this lesson. There is a class discussion post based on this lesson. If you go into our class discussions, Under communication, there will now be accessible to you a second discussion post on effective management skills. So you'll see discussion post 3, it's actually discussion post 2, so I'll change that. Qualities of an effective manager. Okay, so you'll have to answer these questions, pose a question of your peers, and then make sure that you reflect on 2 peer posts and comment on 2 peer posts throughout the week. That's also due on Monday at 8 a.m. Okay, so this is based off of the lesson content. So you want to make sure you do the lesson first and then apply it to the discussion post. So how you'll earn marks for this discussion post is by showing me that you've done the work by going over the lesson and the TED Talks and the videos and articles that you have to read for the lesson. Okay? On Friday, you have a work period to complete the infographic project as well as the lesson and the discussion post. All of it is wrapped up and due on Monday at 8 a.m. And don't forget to do your participation activity for week 3. That's it. Okay, hopefully that helps. If you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you online.